Hello, audience! In the last episode, I was running around, and I basically was just running around everywhere. I got this wandy thing right here. I got that. And I also got the book and the bug catching net. So I guess I made a little progress. But I just basically ran around and grabbed things that I didn't have yet. So now I need to try and remember where I'm supposed to go. Which one do I go to, audience? Do I go to the desert or the mountain first? Does this tell me? Will this tell me where I go? No, not at all. That didn't tell me a thing. I guess I'll go to the desert. Because the desert looks slightly more... Nobody ever talks about how the desert killed people. They always talk about how Death Mountain killed people because it's full of death. Because it's Death Mountain. I mean, how many deaths have occurred there? Like 3? Why do they name it Death Mountain? I don't know. I never understood that. I mean, maybe there's been more deaths. I don't know. They don't tell you the history. So maybe there's been like a crap ton of deaths or something. But, you know, they don't tell you why it's called Death Mountain. They just call it Death Mountain. And so it's really confusing. Because you just hear Death Mountain. Okay. This way. Desert of Mystery. Sounds mysterious. Sounds mysteriously mysterious, audience. I still don't know how to get the bottle from that guy. I know there's a way, I just don't know what it is. I know he has a bottle. Oh, I just spoiled it for you, didn't I? I'm sorry. I'm sorry, audience. I'm a horrible spoiler. I'm a horrible... Die! Die! Die, die already! Quit dodging my... Die! 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 Finally! Stupid bird! Just die! Just die like the stupid bird, you sand monster! Boogie! It's the boogeyman? Is that what that is? The boogeyman? Ooh, cave! Wow, they actually led to the... I never knew that before! I just found the cave on accident. I didn't know it actually led to it. I get enlightened every day, audience. What is Elfman doing here? Elfman, how did you get here? How did you get here? Elfman, why aren't you giving me useful advice like you're supposed to? Be quiet. Go away. I'm leaving you, Elfman. I'm finding out what's in here. What's in here? What is it? Ooh, a chest. Oh, yes! I found another piece of my heart. Eventually I will get my own heart back. So far I haven't. So far I've just stolen other people's hearts. How many pieces does my heart have? Probably like 10 bazillion and 3, because I've killed people and stolen their hearts. And every time you kill someone it's supposed to rip your heart in half, isn't it? So I guess I have like 10 bazillion and 3 pieces to my heart. Something like that. They're everywhere, audience, and the bird won't stop circling, and I can never reach it. I should shoot it, audience. It's a brilliant idea. Thank you. Yar. Yar, I be a Viking. Yar. Oh, come on. There we go. Good shot, audience. Thank you for finally hitting it for me. Is that the dollar sign and the woman sign together? Why is there a dollar sign in the... Maybe the Book of Runic Mystery. To open the way to go forward, make your wish here and it will be granted. That all came from 3 symbols, repeated randomly. I'm scared now of that language. Ooh, I love how I turn and I'm like... I smile, and I have my big eyes and the ears, and then it just sits there. How long does it sit there? Oh, right, it sits there till I press the button, of course. How could I forget that, audience? I'm not dyslexic. What does that even mean? What are you talking about? I'm not stupid or anything. I'm not... Okay, fine. Be quiet, audience. I already admitted it. You don't have to remind... Ow, lasers! Where did that come from? Laser beamy Oh, I hate those things. It is the laser beam ball. I hate those things from all of the games. They're like the evilest enemies. Ah! And that is why. Because they zap you and there's nothing you can do about it. Oh, I remember. I'm going to have so much pain in this temple, audience. Would you like to know why? Because it's a maze, and all I ever do in temples is wander. And wandering in a maze is not a good thing. So I can already tell that I'm going to have trouble. Lots of it, in fact. Lots and lots and lots of trouble. Probably. Ah, it's firing beam bullet balls at me. Bullet balls. Those are the worst kinds of balls. They're so bullety. And ball-ish. And bullety. The bullet balls. I don't want to go that way. And that is why I'm going to have trouble with this laser dungeon, audience. Because I always go the wrong way in everything, and especially in mazes. I'm horrible at going the right way in mazes. I probably couldn't go the right way if the world were ending. Probably. I mean, maybe I could. At least I can find my way out of the tower in Ocarina of Time. I did figure that out eventually. Oh, isn't the boss of this one Twin Mold? Man, Twin Mold is evil. That was cool. What did I just do, audience? I have no idea what I just did. But I killed them. That was cool. Can I freeze? Ooh. It's a painful freezinator. Painfully freeze your freezinating enemies. Can I freeze the... Oh, I can't freeze the torches, audience. I'm sorry. I wish I could. That would be awesome. I got a map! Again, more mappy. I just started Dungeon 2, didn't I? I didn't even realize it. Wow. How did I not realize that I was starting a dungeon? Start commenting on how I was planning on failing. Or not planning on failing, necessarily. But failing anyway. Because we all know that's going to happen. I mean, it happens anyway, it's going... There's no way to avoid it. At least, I have to pillage all of the pots, it's mandatory. As you probably are tired of me saying that word by now. Mandatory. I'm going to keep saying it anyway, because I like that word, mandatory. And fancy. Fancy is the other word that I use in life a lot. But I haven't used it at all in this Let's Play, have I? That's because it's hard to call something with 16-bit graphics fancy. It just doesn't work as well. Just doesn't quite work. Not quite. Almost. It almost works. Just not quite. If I do find something fancy, you can be sure that I'll call it that. Of course. And more... Ow! It shot me through the thing, audience! What a jerk! What a jerk deluxe! And those torches did nothing. Ooh, I can go this way. What do I find if I go this way? Walking down... Ooh, another piece of my heart! I'm less of a heartless wrench. By 1 bajillion. Can I... Why can't I can't lift that thing. Where do I get the lifty button? The lifty... What's it called? The liftinator? The lifter? Whoa, that was lucky, audience. How did I manage that? I don't even know. Audience, it's a fairy fountain. I can finally use my net. Netting the fairies. Come here, fairy. Keep it in a ball. Keep it. I want it. Keep it in a ball. Yays, You're not going to get to see me fail now, audience, because I have fairies, and as long as I have fairies, I'm good. Right? Is that how that works? That certainly seems to be how it works, at least in other Zelda games. As long as I have fairies, I never die. Supposedly. Don't ask me why, I'm not really sure. But I just never die whenever there's a fairy around. Ever. I don't know. There's got to be some kind of reason behind it, but why was it the last pot I checked? Is it always that? Is it always the last pot you check? Because that would be really mean, if it was always the last pot you check. I have to have the big key, don't I? Why does the map say I can go? Oh, look, there's a room there I missed. And one there. How did I miss those rooms? I thought I went everywhere. Button. It's always the last part. I don't know why. I never did understand that. Oh, there's a normal key. Key! Buttony thing. Oh, it is ice or whatever. Ah, treasures in each dungeon. Okay, I have to go, audience. I have to go again. Again. Yeah. Until next time, goodbye.